When I started out here, I started with Mr. Renkus as a partner. He was an expert in compression drivers.
The focus at that time was very much on building loudspeakers where the acoustical performance of the cabinet itself was important.
It was all about transducers. I mean, we were still a transducer manufacturer.
However, I always was tempted to use my electronic expertise in enhancing the loudspeaker technology with electronics, making it better, louder, more reliable.
My father was always an electronics guy, so he got involved very early with processor-based systems.
We were always trying to go for better sound. Better sound in the professional audio industry incorporates control of where the sound goes.
What happened around about the 80s, early 80s, was really the introduction of controllers and electronics to enhance speaker systems. That sort of opened the doors for us.
Steerable sound became feasible 30 years ago or so, but it was very expensive because it required a separate amplifier for every driver. Amplifiers at that time were expensive. The firmware of the drive, that was complicated.
It was my introduction at a Dutch AES. There I met Johan van der Werf, who really is sort of the father of today's commercially available steered arrays. He showed me some of his latest work and said, I think you guys are the ones who can take this from speech and airport and train station applications to auditorium and concert. We had the hardware. We had the acoustics laid out. Now we just needed to fill in the software bits.
Software is a real challenge. It's a great gift, but it's a very difficult gift to master if you want to do it right.
It was actually Harro's association with Dr. Honert that helped clear the path for the software implementation. We consider Dr. Honert and AFMG important partners to us in getting that all done.
We were able to establish ourselves as the leader in steerable sound.
For us, it was the right product at the right time.
Who is Harro? As a businessman, he's amazing. He has so much knowledge. He always looks at the whole picture.
All my life I have made commitments that I did not really know what I was committed for, always over my head. But once I made the commitment, I somehow am constructed in such a way that I want to see it through. So once having made a commitment, the inspiration is to live up to the commitment.
Ralph, he's the visionary, the dreamer, the person who positions Renkus-Heinz, who's looking at the industry and seeing what do our customers really want. I'm not going to produce a product that everybody else, our competitors, produce. I'm going to go a step further.
It was the sort of inherent engineer in me to not just offer something that was similar but maybe a little less money. I felt that there was something to new and improved.
Harro gave us lots of opportunities to be successful, but it was up to us.
What's been amazing and gratifying for me is that my father has really sort of let me do what I felt was right and important for us. And that didn't always necessarily jive with the current trends in the marketplace.
I certainly feel that we share a passion for doing something a little bit different, a little bit unique.
As a small company and as a startup company, you have to establish that you have a reason for being against all the established people who have a reason for being and know what they're doing. So we had to always be a little different.
When you're the only one, you're this renegade that the rest of the marketplace isn't sure if they're ready for it.
What we have that's a little bit unique to us is in-house designed electronics, in-house designed amplification and processing, and I think that's going to be a huge factor for us going forward. Integrating our own workflow and our own signature sound to help make our customers' lives easier for whatever application they might have.
We have put our equipment at the forefront of what's technically possible in terms of networking and amplifier technology and steerable sound technology. And that has been our driving force all these years.
In the last 10-15 years, Renkus-Heinz has been focusing on the workflow of the software and integration with amplifiers and processors to make the user experience better and easier for most anybody to get a system, take it out of the box, plug it in, select the right preset, and go.
The event of artificial intelligence is coming up, And I think the future belongs to the people who can do the equivalent of a self-driving car, which is a self-driving loudspeaker. I envision the loudspeaker that you put into a room. The loudspeaker is aware of the room, knows what it is, and knows how to adjust itself for best possible sound and coverage. That is where we are headed. We're still a small company with a very lean structure.
So you deal with people. Technology is important, but it's a lot about relationships.
Keeping that integrity within the company and being honest with our employees, being honest with our reps, our dealers, our customers has always been a benefit to the company, and that all stemmed from Harro's being.
We are all made so that unless we have daily little accomplishments that we can think about and be proud of, we are getting very unhappy. Whatever you did yesterday doesn't count. It all counts on what are you doing today.